Should I tell my dad that I found out he might not be my biological father? Series Part 4. My family fell apart after the truth, and then I had to make the hardest choice of my life after everything exploded. I thought there would be a moment where things would settle down, but instead it just kept getting worse, like the truth opened door none of us could close again. My dad officially moved out 2 weeks after everything happened. He did not leave angrily, he just looked exhausted, like someone who had been carrying a life that was not fully his. He told me Hesta loved men no matter what, but he could not stay in a house where he did not know which parts of his life were real anymore. My mom barely spoke at all. She stopped defending herself after a while and just started living like a shadow in the house. She would sit in the kitchen for hours staring at nothing like she was replaying her entire life in her head. David, on the other hand, did not disappear like I expected. He stayed in contact, but had never pushed. He would send short messages, just checking if I was okay or if it needed anything. He never tried to replace my dad. He just kept saying, "I am here when you are ready." Then came the final piece of truth. I was not ready for my dad ask it to me. At one last time before everything got finalized. He took me to the park where he used to teach me how to ride a bike, and for the first time since this started, he looked calm. He told me he had decided not to fight for custody, not because he did not love me, but because he realized love was not about ownership or biology. It was about the years he chose me without needing proof. Then he handed me a letter. Inside was his final message to me, where he wrote that no matter what tests or truth came out, I would always be his son in every way that mattered, and he was proud of the man. I had be. Come even through the chaos, I broke down reading it. A week later, my mom finally made her decision. She moved out quietly and started therapy, and for the first time she admitted she needed to face everything she buried instead of running from it. Daryl, karma did not come as punishment. It came as consequences none of them could avoid. My mom lost the control she spent years. Protecting my dad lost the family structure. Her thought was real, and David gained nothing except the truth he waited decades for. And me, I was left with something I never expected. Not when Father Repla said another, but with different truths of love that both existed at the same time. Now, when people ask me whom real dad is, I do not have a simple answer anymore. Because the truth is I learned that family is not just blood or secrets or evenlies, it is who stayed when everything else fell apart.